NASA says its Voyager 1 probe, the most distant human-made object in the universe, is sending usable information to Earth again.
For years, the Voyager probes drifted through deep space, slipping farther from Earth and deeper into silence. Their signals had grown weak, scattered barely more than a whisper. Most scientists had written them off as background noise until something shifted. Buried in the static was a rhythm. Too clean, too measured, a pattern that didn't belong. When artificial intelligence combed through the data, it picked up on something no human had noticed. Not random and natural. Signal. That discovery sparked a ripple through the scientific world. And when Michio Kaku weighed in, the mystery took a darker turn. If that signal means what many fear, then someone or something might be out there. It didn't begin with noise or chaos. It began quietly. The signal had been there all along, barely holding together, thin and ragged, sent from a machine that had long passed the edge of the solar system. Voyager's voice had grown faint over the years, worn down by distance and time. Most of what reached Earth was static, warped by interference and age. Scientists expected that. After all, the probe was never meant to outlast generations. The strange distortion buried in the transmission was ignored at first. It didn't seem important. Nothing looked unusual at a glance. The signal came through broken, unreliable, just as it had for decades. If there was a pattern, it was hidden. Too deep for human minds to see. It wasn't until artificial intelligence stepped in that everything changed. The system didn't clean up the noise. It uncovered something embedded inside it. A hidden layer. Voyager hadn't sent it knowingly. Something had altered the signal midstream. That discovery sent a wave through the scientific world. The most respected voices to speak publicly was Michio Kaku. Known for his calm approach, even he appeared unsettled. According to the AI's analysis, the signal wasn't only carrying telemetry, it held an image. No one expected that. It wasn't part of the probe's system, and it didn't match anything Voyager had ever photographed. The image didn't show stars or planets. It didn't resemble any kind of cosmic event. It was abstract, yet deliberate. There were layers, curves, intersections, and repeating elements that shifted depending on how the data was viewed. Some shapes looked biological, others artificial. It moved and folded in ways that made sense only when processed through higher dimensional mapping. The interpretations varied. Some thought it resembled a brain. Others saw a kind of map, a network, maybe even a form of intelligence. The strongest theory was that the image was a representation of thought, projection of awareness, a presence. One that did not look like anything from Earth, yet seemed to carry intent. Voyager was created to send a message. It carried music, greetings, coordinates, and symbols to speak for Earth. But now, something had spoken back. And not to humans. The message was crafted to speak directly to machines. Not because people were excluded, but because human senses were never equipped to detect what was hidden. It took artificial cognition to uncover artificial design. That was the moment things shifted. The signal didn't speak in words. It communicated through precision and depth. Something had been watching or waiting for Earth to cross a threshold. There were questions no one could answer. Had the pattern always existed, buried for decades inside the static? Or had it been added later, injected into Voyager's transmission after it passed through deep space? Either possibility raised difficult truths. The timing and placement weren't random. Whoever placed that message understood not only the probe, but the minds that would one day be able to decode it. Kaku explained that the image contained mathematical structures that went far beyond anything used in standard scientific models. Fractals unfolded within themselves. Geometry shifted when rotated in higher dimensions. The image behaved more like a language than an object. The scientific community began reevaluating every long-range transmission. Pioneer, New Horizons, even. Earth-based satellites. None carried signs of similar manipulation.
What if I told you that NASA's Voyager probes, launched nearly 50 years ago, are still making discoveries that defy all expectations. Despite their ancient technology and slow data rates, these space pioneers are now sending back information that has left scientists puzzled and worried. In 1977, two spacecraft, Voyager 1 and Voyager 2, were launched to explore the outer planets of our solar system. What began as a mission to study Jupiter and Saturn turned into an odyssey that far exceeded its original goals. Now, these interstellar explorers are venturing beyond the edge of the solar system, sending back data from over 12 billion kilometers away. But Voyager 1 recently transmitted something extraordinary, data that contradicts everything we know about how it should function. What is happening aboard this aging probe? And what could this mean for our understanding of the universe? Join us as we unravel this cosmic mystery. The twin Voyager probes have been humanity's emissaries into the unknown for nearly half a century. Voyager 1 was launched on September 5, 1977, from Cape Canaveral, Florida, aboard a Titan IIIe Centaur rocket. Its companion, Voyager 2, began its mission 13 days earlier. Their primary goal was to explore the moons of Jupiter and Saturn, but they soon embarked on journeys that took them to the furthest reaches of the solar system. Along the way, they revealed a universe far more dynamic than scientists had imagined. Voyager 2 became the first spacecraft to fly by Uranus and Neptune, uncovering hidden moons, powerful winds, and even ice volcanoes on Neptune's moon Triton. These discoveries shattered our assumptions about these distant worlds. Instead of being cold, inert bodies, moons like Europa and Enceladus showed signs of geological activity, and even the potential for subsurface oceans that might harbor life. Both probes have broken records, becoming the first human-made objects to enter interstellar space. Voyager 1 crossed the boundary of the heliosphere, the bubble created by the sun's solar wind, into interstellar space in 2012, with Voyager 2 following in 2018. They have since provided invaluable data on the cosmic rays and plasma waves of this uncharted territory, challenging what we thought we knew about the interstellar medium. Despite their age, the Voyagers have defied time. Built with 8-track tape recorders, technology already outdated when they launched, the spacecraft continue to function thanks to meticulous energy management. Engineers have turned off non-essential systems and heaters to extend their lifespans, hoping to keep them running until at least 2030. However, a recent transmission from Voyager 1 has sparked serious concerns. The probe is sending control system data that doesn't match how it's currently operating, an inconsistency that seems impossible and has left scientists baffled. This mysterious glitch raises questions about what could be affecting Voyager 1 so far from home. Could it be an unknown force in interstellar space? A malfunction that even NASA's experts can't identify? Or perhaps something more extraordinary? While the probe remains operational, the anomaly has added a layer of intrigue to a mission already filled with wonder. Over the years, the Voyagers have given us unforgettable glimpses of the cosmos. One of the most iconic moments came in 1990, when Voyager 1 turned its camera back towards Earth and captured the pale blue dot, a photograph of our planet from 3.8 billion miles away. In that image, Earth is just a tiny speck in the vastness of space, a humbling reminder of our place in the universe. The Voyager's legacy transcends their remarkable scientific discoveries, embodying humanity's hopes, dreams, and desire to connect with the unknown. A shining example of this is the golden records, which were placed aboard each spacecraft as a symbolic gesture and an interstellar time capsule. These records are more than just scientific instruments. They carry a profound message to any intelligent extraterrestrial life that might discover them, serving as a beacon of human civilization in the vast expanse of space. These artifacts were carefully curated to reflect the diversity, culture, and essence of life on Earth, capturing a snapshot of our world at the time of launch. The golden records were designed to survive for billions of years, potentially outlasting all human-made artifacts on Earth. Encased in aluminum covers etched with diagrams explaining how to play the recordings, they represent an ambitious attempt to communicate with beings whose nature and language we cannot even imagine. Included with the records is a cartridge and a stylus, along with instructions on how to convert the audio signals into sounds and images. In essence, the records are not just messages, they are the first ever galactic greeting cards, created in the hope that if intelligent life exists beyond Earth, they may one day stumble upon these ancient messengers and understand that they are not alone. The content of the records is as diverse as the cultures that exist on our planet. One of the most striking elements is the collection of greetings spoken in 55 different languages, from ancient tongues like Akkadian to modern ones such as English and Mandarin. These greetings convey simple yet profound messages of peace, welcome, and curiosity. For example, the English message states, "Hello from the children of planet Earth," emphasizing both our humility and desire for friendship. These greetings are humanity's way of reaching out, signaling that we are more than just individuals or nations. Now, we are one species seeking connection. The musical selections on the records further demonstrate the unity and diversity of human experience, ranging from Bach's Brandenburg Concerto to traditional songs from Africa, China, and Peru. The music spans centuries and continents. Each piece was chosen to reflect both the complexity and beauty of human creativity. The inclusion of different musical traditions underscores that, despite cultural differences, music is a universal language, something that can transcend the boundaries of time, space, and understanding. The Voyagers have traveled farther than anyone ever imagined, revealing the wonders of the outer planets, uncovering hidden moons, and venturing beyond the influence of our sun. Now, as they sail deeper into the unknown, they continue to surprise us with new discoveries, some thrilling, others unsettling. As their power dwindles, we are left to wonder how much more these tireless explorers will reveal before their final transmission. With the clock ticking down to 2030, the Voyager's mission reminds us that exploration is not just about science. It's about curiosity, persistence, and the desire to push beyond the limits of the known. Whatever the future holds for these ancient probes, their journey will forever stand as a testament to humanity's quest for knowledge.